We're back. I've eaten my lovingly made omelet, and my sword is now at 99 health. I should probably put that away. Mhm. Hmm. Just cut through the barn real quick. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Okay. Little baby voiced man there. He's just jealous of my shirt. Cause I got a really fucking nice shirt on. Dude, Henry got them ups. Here at the bathhouses. I'll have to swing by here later. Let's follow the bridge so I don't ruin my shirt. And yes, I did drink a Save Your Schnapps right before doing this episode because that took a while. You know, I want to invent Save Your Schnapps. Like actually figure out what that brew would be. How do I get over there? Oh, there we go.
Hey,
What?
what are you gaping at? Have you paid? No? Then get lost.
Who do I pay?
What's going on? Why are you here? Bugger off.
Alright. Fine. Jesus.
What?
Hey. Are you the person I pay? Are you the person I pay? What the
Hey,
fuck
what
are
do you
you
think
doing?
you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
Alright. Christ! You don't all have to be assholes. What, you really want to do this? Yeah, that's what I thought. You get back inside your house. What are you looking at?
What the hell?
Where's the fucking tavern? Well, here it is, but how do I get up to it? Oh, simple as that.
My pleasure.
Hello, lads.
Here, just as you ordered.
Excuse me there, ma'am.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'll take a couple of beers. Oh, shit. I won't even haggle. Take me money.
Yeah, give me a minute.
I'll sit here. How we doing, lads? Oh, you're the innkeeper. Wow. Let me down a few of these. Talk to you.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Well, depends what you're willing to do. There was one troublemaker around here not long ago. We dealt with him. He was selling some relics he claimed were miraculous. It was nothing but worthless trinkets. The villagers sent the bloody swindler packing so fast you couldn't see his heels for dust. All the way to Ledechko, I believe. I reckon he won't last long there either. And it occurs to me, of course, it's your own Skalitz folk need the most help. There's some of them at the monastery. I talked to Johanka a few times. She's working her fingers to the bone taking care of the injured ones there. I'm sure she'd welcome some good Samaritan who'd lighten her load. That's all I can think of.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
You don't know where I might find some more dishonourable folk?
And why would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too. But I'd say it's just jealousy.
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know. And all I'll say.
Fair enough.
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Katzig Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner. But only God knows for sure.
He's a sinner.
Anything else?
All the Millers
You
are.
might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other. And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming. And I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
Where do
Smart.
you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man-at-arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
Is there any way I'll recognise them?
Unquenchable thirst. They drank like fish. They were rough-looking, too. Big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help.
They sound like
What did they
northerners.
do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Katzig Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
So Simon avoided them.
Not at
He
all.
probably knew that
Why
they were
not
no
so
good.
soon? Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat.
God be with you.
I already had a couple beers. Ooh, you got some of that fine wine. I had some mead last night. That was actually really good. So I'm gonna have some mead here. And again, I won't even haggle with you. Let's have me some of that mead. Bam. And another. And then a little water for the hangover. Alright. I'm up. Yo, innkeeper. You got a room for the night?
Good luck to you.
Not trying those. I can't just sleep there on that little straw.
God bless.
So what, I can't sleep here? This is an inn after all. Well, that's bullshit. Okay, it's breathing. That's the important part. Can I sleep here? No. I can't sleep in this dude's barn. I need to look for a place to pass out. My guy's tired. Oh god. What's happening to my vision? Oh, I forgot the beer doesn't hit you all at once. It takes a bit. Oh, fuck it. Let's have some more. You're stuffed. Oh, shit. I forgot. Alright, now if anybody wonders, I'll just say I'm drunk. Yeah, it's an angry dog! Nice. I'm looking desperately for anything I can call a bed. Just any pile of straw soft enough to lay my head on. I would love a cinnamon roll.
Did you eat your bacon? No.
Who are you? What are you doing out here? I'm stealing your bed.
What is it you want here?
I just fucking jack. I will. I just jacked that lady's bed. Wow. It is still raining. Over what? Well, go do it. You sound like me in the dishes.
Something happened.
Oh no, I'm hungover. Um, player stats. Oh yeah. Everything's down. Yep. Hangover. You have a splitting headache and the feeling of great regret. Hangover reduces your strength, agility, vitality, speech, and charisma and makes you more conspicuous. The degree of these negative effects depends on how much you drank. Damn it. And how long it lasts is determined by your drinking skill. The more experienced you are, the shorter the hangover. It'll dissipate eventually, or can be cured with a marigold concoction, Lazarus potion, or hair of the dog potion. Luckily, I have a marigold concoction. Why would I? Fuck it. I'll apply it to an apple, and then eat the apple. That's better. Morning, everyone. Why are you sleeping outside? You're really pretty. What? You're rude for being pretty. Give you that much. I'm gonna sleep another hour or two. Just until the city's in full movement. I'm also gonna eat this freaking delicious bacon. Back home. What is your problem, lady? You know, I've choked people out for less. Like, wholesale, choke people out for less. I wonder if the bathhouse is up and running. No, doesn't look like it. Oh wow, without all that heavy armor on, my dude can run a fucking mile. Look at him go. I'm fast as fuck, boy. He takes off. Talk to the bailiff.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I hope so too.
Is there anything interesting going on here?
It's so peaceful, it worries me.
I've got a few questions for you, bailiff, if you don't mind. Have you been having some trouble around here?
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one can.
Hell, bailiff.
So I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me. He'd heard word that some unsavoury characters are holed up round here.
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian. And he's got no dog in this fight either.
You weren't supposed to mention him.
You have an inn and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No.
Yes.
It's been quiet here lately. Now that I think about it, I don't recall coming across anyone here like that.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merchant's guard?
There's always one or two like that. But if they don't get the job, they move on.
Sir Sebastian? Who's that?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under monastery law to protect us against all this unrest in the land.
Why should he care about the city? That's not his jurisdiction, is it?
Oh, don't tell me Sebastian's the
I'm in
dickhole.
charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant. The goal of the man.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining, but I pay no heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry, which is where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchballs go by there from time to time to keep an eye on things.
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people acting oddly?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting him at night. But he's never done anything. He's a decent enough man. For a miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard of
For a miller.
He lives on the other side of the river,
God.
by the bogs. But don't go getting your hopes up. He might not be able to help.
You're just an asshole, you know that? Like, straight up, no joke, just an asshole.
Thank you, Bailiff.
Take care now.
Alright, well, that wraps that up. There's two more that way, but there's one and something this way. Ah, the tanner. No, butcher.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Are you in need of a helping hand, Master Butcher?
Up an hand? No. But I've got a problem with supplies.
I understand. The roads aren't safe these days.
No, that's not what I meant. Beef and pork I can get plenty of. But the burgers here have a taste for aristocratic food. And maybe you can help me with that.
You want me to poach game?
Heaven forbid I would ever suggest such a thing. No. You would have to get it by, other means.
I don't want to spoil your plans, but game doesn't grow on trees.
No, but if you happen to be walking in the woods and, came across something, if you see what I mean.
Yeah,
Alright,
sure.
let's say I'll take a walk in the woods and I'll come across something and bring it to you.
Excellent. I'm glad to see you speak my language. Get me a wild boar for now, so I can see what you can do. And don't worry, you'll be well rewarded. May the Lord watch
Boar.
over you.
The last time I went hunting a boar, it took a while. That was a whole mission and a half I had to do. Alright. Let's see what else is this way. I'm gonna take a peek at the map, just so I know what I'm closest to. What is the B? What are you? Oh, is that where I come back to when I get a boar? Alright, we'll go talk to the knacker first. No, no, didn't mean to crouch. Meant to sprint. Are you the knacker?
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local grave digger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackering.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church. As brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much these days.
Poor dude.
And what's been happening in Sasau lately?
Nothing interesting. Except maybe that bitch being slaughtered.
What? Who was she, a villager? I wouldn't call that nothing interesting.
No. I mean a dog bitch. It was a while back, but they called me to clear it up.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon. But as far as I could see, someone took a sword or an axe to her.
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fella being cared for at the monastery. Only they kept him there on account of a broken leg. Maybe that's the same one.
I'll have to look into it.
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me, except when there's a death, or the cesspit's full. Farewell.
Hey man, you know, if I knew a knacker like you or a gravedigger, I probably wouldn't judge him any different. I don't get the stigma with it all, you know? Everyone's like, oh, he touches dead bodies. Yeah. I was like, so fucking what? Alright, so I gotta go all that way and then come back down here for this one. Okay, we're gonna go to the tanner, because everything else is in that direction. So we're going to the tanner. Yep. Yep. You want to know something interesting? There's an old expression, mad as a hatter. It's kind of why the whole, you know, Mad Hatter from Alice. But the funny thing is, the reason hatters are mad, it's actually has to do with a lot of the chemicals that they would use to, like, dye hats. Or just dyeing anything. Even tanners would sometimes feel the effects of it. The dyes and whatnot would literally drive you insane.
What is it?
Oh, here's a tanner. They're like mercury based, and they caused dementia and shit like that.
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere, they nearly beat me to a pulp.
Damn. I'm gonna guess these are northerners.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but there are several of them and just one of you.
That has
You'll be able to
never
settle
stopped
things
me.
Maybe. They might think twice before kicking your arse.
Try not to get off on the wrong foot.
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blows.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll get your reward. Don't worry.
They're definitely the rough types. Maybe Russian?
You've been having trouble with some riffraff. When are they there?
Nearly every evening. every god-forsaken evening, shouting and bellowing their...
Okay.
With a bit of luck, they might leave on their own.
I can't wait. Good luck to you.
Up in a quarry behind your house. Oh, right over here. Fuck. So what, like right up here? They just beat the shit out of each other? Dude, I would not fight on this ground. I'd much rather fight down there. It's not that bad, Henry. Somewhere up here, or like somewhere, yeah, like right even here even. I don't know, there's so many spots where they could fight. This is a good area. You got a decent enough gap, and there's a nice little terrain obstacle over here to worry your opponent, but it's not close enough that, you know, anyone would probably fall over. Alright. Where to next? For Henry the Common Joe. I did just talk to the tanner. Oh, take care of the brawlers who meet there in the evening behind the tanner's house. Alright. I can either blip to the monastery, or I could just... I'm just gonna take my horse to the fucking innkeeper. Oh, shit, damn. Magical horse. Yeehaw! I'll be back in the evening, though.
Yeah.
Whoop. Right into the creek.
Yeah.
Fuck that tavern. Not letting me sleep there. Lucky I didn't stab some bitches. Are you kidding me? I was standing outside an inn I could have slept at. Cause like, I parked my, like, I walked right past the bathhouses, said I'm gonna go across the bridge for the sake of my shirt. When the fucking inn was right here. Oh, I'm the biggest idiot. That tavern down there probably doesn't even have rooms. It's probably just an alehouse. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yeah, see, look, a place to sleep right there.
I'm looking for some people you might know something about.
If they come here to drink, maybe. But I won't aid you in any mischief.
Oh, shut up, dude.
I've heard some rough men come here looking to recruit. Have they ever stopped in to eat or drink? Or to arrange something?
There were some brawlers that used to fight behind the tavern, but they raised such a commotion. I went and complained, and the town watch drove them off somewhere.
I wasn't thinking about that lot. I'm looking for recruiters that hire mercenaries and other cutthroats.
You don't know about that. Every once in a while, a merchant will hire some help or an escort.
No, no, no. Keep going.
Nobody comes here.
Come back here.
I'd notice if they did.
Ellie! Go.
Do you happen to know where the brawlers you complained about moved on to?
Probably the ones in the quarry.
Not the slightest inkling. Oh, I'm just glad all the shouting stopped. It scared the horses in the stables.
You haven't heard talk of any scoundrels in town?
Well, I have heard some things, but I can't say if they're true or not. There's some that talk just to hear the sound of their own voices.
And who's the most frequent topic of that kind of gossip?
Miller Simon. They say he's rich with coin, and it's not from the mill. But that's nonsense. Folk just don't know how much a mill can earn.
Anyone else?
Aye, there's talk of the knacker giving people the evil eye, or them that's not in bailiff's good graces. But I don't suppose that's what you want to know.
The knacker's fine. He's a nice guy. Everyone just fucking leave him alone.
Thank you, innkeeper.
Not at all. Would you like something to eat? Or drink?
I've heard it's not quite as lively here as it once was.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Guests are always making merry when there's a drink to be had.
That's not quite what I meant. I'd heard there were some stable boys staying here for a long while looking for work, but it took too long and they took to causing trouble.
True, but that's nothing new. No, the thing is, there's not many wagons coming through at all. Folk are afraid to travel far in case they get done in by some cutthroats, or, God forbid, have their wagons requisitioned by some army.
So there are fewer travellers, and some of them must be a little unsavoury.
I take anyone who turns up. They come one day and leave the next, maybe with someone else. Past few weeks I've only had trouble with one who skipped off without paying.
He just vanished, without a word.
Well, he said he lost all his silver to the miller, and he had to go and see him about something. Only he never came back. Left all his belongings here.
Do you still have them?
Of course not. I sold them all a few days later when he didn't come back. The buyer's gone now too, before you ask. But there wasn't much there in any case. The seller didn't even cover his bill.
Damn.
Good luck.
Alright. Ooh, they have a weaponsmith. I could probably see him about a nice blade. I'm just gonna do this for shits and giggles instead of walking all the way up there. Alright. Then again, I do forget how just fucking far Henry can run when he's not loaded down with all that armor. Go, buddy, go! Remember, deep breaths, pump the arms. Wounded man. Wounded. Ooh! It's Philip! Hey, Philip! You look like you're about to die. Wounded man, wounded man. I'm gonna look.
Everything here is fine?
No, it's not. Everything here is not fine. Look at all these hands!
Can I help at all?
Certainly. You can always use an extra pair of hands here.
How can I help?
It's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Rat Eye unconscious, and I needed a healer. How's everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Yep,
Do
I have like
you now?
first aid
And what
number
would you
3.
do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe. But convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Damn.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Gotcha. So punch a priest.
Very well.
Alright.
Alright, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week,
I'm here to
Bogislav
help.
died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
Take care.
I'll ask about the dude with the wounded leg in a minute. First, we need to help these people. The moment my game stops loading. It's like, we need to help these people right away! It's a loading screen. God damn it. Alright, there we go. I learned charity. What? Use.
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka.
Look.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly.
He has a cold or something.
These wounds have been well taken care of.
Insomniac.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly. You woke me over a thing like that. Couldn't it have waited?
He just needs to sleep. Hey!
What do you want?
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian can set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank
Sounds
you.
like lavender.
And next time, don't wake me up.
What the?
You look alright?
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the humans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I've got bandages, so I can take care of it.
Wonderful. Could you tell
10?
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
A long time ago. But unfortunately, I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well, fine then. What the?
How are you feeling?
Good. It feels clean. Hope it helps.
It will. Tell them to rebandage you daily. You have the bandages here.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Don't mention it.
Jesus. Must you disturb me with such a thing when I'm fast asleep?
These wounds have been well taken care of. Everything here is fine.
Yes, this bench is quite alright.
I'm not needed here.
I'm not needed for a lot of these guys.
Tell me more about the situation here. Alright, that's all
I don't need to know any of those.
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
He's in shock.
Oh God, there has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I
He's
don't
gone
know
into
anyone
shock.
else who can.
You need to
Well, I can
re-break
try.
the leg, straighten
Straighten
it,
his leg.
and then you need to elevate it above his head so a lot of the
Unfortunately,
blood
I've had
goes to his
occasions
head
try
to
this
keep
sort of thing
everything
before.
pumping.
You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then.
One of the sick men, Semek, is complaining about pain and the fact he can't work. He says he...
Semek? Is he one of our people?
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake, our neighbors are dying here. You're friends. There isn't time to waste on some construction worker's bruises. Oh, honestly, what were you thinking?
Goddamn, woman.
All I need to find out is the name of a herb.
Then go and look it up in a book. You've got your own herbarium, haven't you?
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and now he's getting worse every day.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see.
He's
He hid
sick.
for days among the corpses. If he got poisoned.
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
I have an antidote.
Where is he?
You know he left Skalitz years ago.
And does anyone know where he ended up?
If you believe the stories about a wild man in the woods, then Rovnar is the place to go. May the Lord watch over you.
Alright. Guy by the altar. Oh, this guy. I expected to hear screaming.
Are you holding him
Oh,
firmly?
we haven't even done it yet. Oh, Lord.
Done.
What the hell?
God's sake, Henry.
Sorry. Um, he'll be okay. I'm gonna go to the herbarium over here. 'Cause my dude can fucking read. Um, ailments? No. There's gotta be a book on herbs. What are these? Bandages. I'll take those. Now that I've given all mine away. Fleas and warts. That's it, just fleas and warts. No, I don't want to rob. Start alchemy. No. Nicodemus,
You're
I
the
have a
one who's in
question.
charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken care of. But others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
How can I help you?
Have you talked to Johanka?
Yup.
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However, you don't look like you've studied the Hippocratic arts.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith, but I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
I don't even want to know.
That's true. He comes to visit Johanka. But he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
Thank you.
Think I know what he meant by that.
How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep. And sometimes that's the only way to get one. I'll show you how.
Thanks. Do you know anything about herbs?
I'm not an expert, but I know a little something. Is it urgent?
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers.
Maybe he means thistles? Or nettles?
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruises and sprains.
I'd like to learn something from you.
And what can you do?
A bit of everything.
Can you now? But to be more precise, do you understand herbs and medicinal plants?
To be honest, not really.
So what am I supposed to do with you? Well, never mind. At least you'll learn something new. Go to the herb garden, take a good look at what's growing there, and then pull up the weeds in the herbaceous beds. Is that clear?
Clear. I can get cracking.
Not so fast. Have I even told you what I consider a weed? It's dandelions, stinging nettles, and thistles. Those plants have their use, but they've no business growing among the euphrasia and the mentha, or anywhere else in that garden for that matter.
I see.
Once
All
you've
right.
cleared the garden of weeds, come back, And woe betide you if you pull up anything but weeds.
Don't worry, you've never had as good a gardener.
Alright. Shit. Where the fuck's the herbarium? That's a stable. I'm gonna guess the herbarium is down here somewhere? It's probably right on the other side of this goddamn wall. There is nothing on the other side of that goddamn wall.
Are you serious?
Did you say something?
Damn!
That's what I thought. What the fuck? Ugh. So it's not behind it. 'Cause there is no behind. Yeah, it's just a fucking wall.
Tell me more about the situation here. Alright, that's all I need to know.
I'm fucking lost. Oh shit. I forgot to Insomniac.
It's done.
Did you weed the beds and leave what should be growing there alone?
I may have picked a couple of the other plants by mistake.
If it's only a couple, there's no harm done. I'm going to check with my own eyes. Take care now.
I did it? When did I do it?
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat.
If only it had been a battle.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
Thank you.
When did I ransack this place's garden?
Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world. And the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
Can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
I know. I'm ashamed. But my brothers believe it's all in God's hands now.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with the Ohanka, and now he won't give us anything.
Oh, I'm gonna go kick his dick in.
I'll try to talk to him.
I bet he wants to sleep with Johanka, that's it.
Condition.
You're not the only one.
He was probably like, hey, pretty mama. And she was all like, oh, no, fuck you. And he was all like, bitch. Alright, I have a lot of objectives now. I came here to do one quest and got 7. Wounded, mouth, cramps. Wow! Way up in Rovna. Goddamn. Yeah, and then there's the dude who wants me to bring him game. Alright, fuck, let's go talk to what's-his-face. The custodian. Not him. Can't get in there. Custodian. Oh, there he is.
God be with you.
Oh, my hips just popped.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz.
Yeah, we're just gonna go right over that.
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Maybe because of Johanka.
What?
Oh, using this.
Something could happen to her too someday.
No,
If any
Henry.
ill befalls my dear Johanka, she won't be left lying on some grubby floor. I'll personally see to it she's taken care of.
You're unbelievable.
I don't know what you mean, but you should go now. You're beginning to bore me. God be with you.
No, I'm not done talking to you.
We were talking about the supplies for the wounded.
Why are you bothering me with that?
Because I'll pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off. Is this enough?
It'll take more than that to persuade me. Yes, these things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it. Take care now.
God, I hate you. Oh. I'm coming back while you're asleep, and I'm gonna steal all my money back. And then possibly stab you. Just for good measure. He was supposed to say, because Johanka's working her
Tell me
fingers
more
to the
about the
bone.
situation here.
If you were to swoop in and be the hero, she may
Right,
very
that's all I need
well
to know.
fall for you. But no, you just had to go and say, 'cause maybe she'll need some help one day. Like a freaking idiot.
Were you satisfied with my weeding?
You said it was finished, but I took a look at it. Is that what you call a finished job? Try again and do better. That simply isn't good enough.
God be with you.
It says objective complete. Wounded from Scalets.
Thank you.
It's whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna go to my quest log. Weeds. I can only track 3 quests. What's in God's hands? He mentions a purple herb. Philip he left years ago. Game meat to the infirmary. Alright. Fat profits. Get boar meat. Yeah, we'll do that one later. We'll do raiders later too. Do me a favor, punch me. Yeah, we'll do that one another time. Let's go weed the garden quick. Oh wow, it's right fucking here. Eyebright. Ooh, careful. Thistle. Man, and I'm doing this in my good shirt. Oh well, at least I'm getting herbology upgrades. Thistles. I also need to keep an eye out for dandelions like this one. Eyebright's fine. Eyebright's fine. Thistle. Thistle. You know, I genuinely hate thistles. Like, honest to God, I do. When I was a kid, nettles and thistles used to grow all over my yard. And so I would be covered in these little itchy spots and lumps. Oh my god, just thinking about it makes me itch. And, oh my god, this game does a really good job of blending the fucking dandelions in. It's hard to even tell that they're an actual thing. But there's a lot this game does right. And there's a lot this game does wrong. Oh, damn. If they just sorted out their shit, I think this game would easily be one of the top 10 games. I mean, the combat is a little wonky, but once you get used to it, you can fucking rock it. I just wish that, like, the higher end bosses weren't so good at preventing you from doing combos. Because you spend all this time learning these combos, practicing them, perfecting them, only to have some dude cut you off halfway through. You know? But I do get that being a better swordsman, they're gonna know what you're going for and prevent you from doing it, but still. It's just rude. God, it is coming down out there. But I do like the sound of rain on our house. it sounds like it's hitting like a corrugated roof, which sounds weird because most people are like, oh, I like the sound of rain on a window. They normally don't associate it with the sound of it thundering down on the roof. But I don't know, I like it. Ooh, mint. I'm not supposed to pick mint. Nettles, on the other hand. I'm just kind of like cutting a line through this place. I need to go back over and make sure I got the first garden done before I started on the second one. Oh, see, I missed a thistle right here in the middle. Alright. And then there's dandelions here in the corner. This is like actual weeding. Like I didn't think the game would be like actual garden weeding, because that's like I did gardening with my mom when I was a kid. I mean, I don't have a green thumb by any means, but I mean, I know how to tend a garden. And this is what it's genuinely like. You start weeding and pulling shit, and then you gotta stop and you gotta look around and you gotta go back over it like 2 times, just to make sure you got everything. See, there's dandelions way over here, and you'd think, oh, well, these aren't even in the garden. Well, guess fucking what, scrub? Oh, what is that? The fuck is that? Oh. Those will spread pretty quickly into the garden. And then you're just gonna be right back out here doing this shit again in like a week and a half. Alright, garden 1 is done. Starting on garden 2. Then again, if you just look at whatever you're doing as like a video game quest, it just makes it more fun, you know? Like the next time you're fucking driving to work, think of it like, you know, you're taking an adventure. And suddenly that drive you've done 1,000 times, a lot less boring. Or like cleaning your room, you know? Think of it as securing valuable objects or something like that. And you know, you gotta secure the valuables, organize the HQ. And suddenly it's actually kind of unplug too easy. I keep accidentally unplugging it when I rearrange my body. That's why I liked my my wireless ones, but they're not charged up. So I'm using these. Meanwhile, Allie's probably giggling at YouTube and chewing on crafting foam. Was I right? Yeah, I was right. She's back there just chewing on crafting foam like a angry badger. Some other kind of fucking rodent. Come on. Get the nettle! Got it. And the dandelion. I know the gameplay's not really enthralling right now, but I mean that's the point of commentary, isn't it? To kind of pull you back in. I keep having people like clicking into the stream and clicking out. So if anybody's there, shout out. Hey, somebody's there. Wow, I was right about to say that. I can't see what you commented though, so I'm gonna bring the stream up on my phone. See if I can't take a peek at your wonderful words. $10 right now says it's like Logan watching in the middle of class. No. Oh. I Pradana. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a cave wall kind of anime like that I was like picking shit off of earlier. And the animation for that, or like picking up bandages, that's really nice because you see his arm reach out, he grabs it and pulls it back in. To me, that's fucking wonderful. It's quick, it's simple, and because it locks on to whatever you're reaching at, it's done in a second. Oh, what am I going to do with all these nettles and thistles? I'm going to have to find an alchemy potion that uses these. There's a dandelion. I wish he just reached down, grabbed it, and picked it up. It'd make it so much easier. But no, he actually has to, like, kneel down, getting fucking what is it? Arthritis in all of his joints. Oh, do I gotta weed this one too? Blacksmith's work is never done. Speaking of blacksmithing, I really wish you could craft your own sword. I really do. I think that would just be fucking baller. Because I would make a hunting sword to rival the other hunting swords in this game. Also, I'm liking all these levels in herbalism. Yeah, so my thought at what the purple herb is that it's lavender. Because I know lavender is used to treat swelling. Back in the old days, lavender reduced swelling. Which is important to healing, because if everything swells up, you can't really, you know, heal. Yeah. If not that, then I really don't know what else it could be. Because, like, most of the purple plants I think of are definitely not used for medicine. Like belladonna or nightshade, those are both purple, and they will straight up murder you. They don't give any fucks. Ew, rotten apples. More thistles up here? Oh my god, do I gotta pick all of these? I don't think I gotta pick all of these. Yeah, those are outside the area, so I'm just gonna let those grow. I will grab these, though, because I take pride in my work. Alright. I think I'm done. Fucking finally.
Henry.
Oh shit, there were people outside I never even took a peek at.
I'm not needed here.
What up, outside dudes? Nicodemus. There you are.
It's done.
Did you weed the beds and leave what should be growing there alone?
Not a leaf wasted.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to check with my own eyes.
Alright. Read. No, what am I doing? Read. Nettles! Hey, I have something I use nettles for. Mahoyed. Lullaby. Poppies, thistles, and herb Paris. Okay, so those are the 3 recipes that I know. Olinum. Water. And venum. Alright. Exit the alchemy. I don't have all the herbs I need. Shit. I don't have all the herbs I need. Please, nobody come in here. Okay, I don't think she was watching me. Thank Christ. Oh wow, where are you from? Well, come back another time. Midnight there. That's literally the opposite end of the planet. Alright. I got the poppy and the herbs Paris. May dull your wits for crying child. Use only half the dose. Prepare the oil. A handful of poppy and 1 thistle and 1 of herb Paris. Drop the poppy in the cauldron and boil for 1 turn. Add the thistle, boil, let cool, then add the herbs. Ali, someone from Indonesia just watched my stream. That's awesome! That's straight up awesome! I won't. Pradana. I won't forget. Wait, you've been here before! We've talked before! I remember you! Alright, so prepare the oil, handful of poppy, thistle, herb. Okay, so... Alright, well you have a good one, dude. So, prepare. Alright, oil. Alright, so it's boiling. What do I add first? Shit. Oh yeah. Okay, so first is poppy, and I boil for 1 turn. Then thistle, 1 turn, let cool, Paris. Poppy, thistle, Paris. Poppy, thistle, Paris. Poppy. Thistle, Paris. Alright, here we go. Poppy. Thistle? No. Thistle. I don't have thistle? Why can't I use the thistle or the herb Paris? I can only use poppy. Didn't I just get some of those though? Do I not have enough? I must not have enough.
Were you satisfied with my weeding?
You're a fine fellow. Truly, I couldn't have done a better job myself. You're a herbalist at heart. Here's the reward. You earned it.
That's not bad. Although I need more herbs. I need Poppy. And herb. You know, I understand why the poppy does this. Because poppy is what's used to make, actually, I might want to take a bit more thistle, actually. Poppy is what's used to make opium. So, I can see how it would help somebody sleep. What I'm making is probably a mild opiate. Let's fight! You want to fight now? Okay, fine. Ooh, that feels good. Back scratches. Alright. So I need to track down some poppy. And some more herb Paris. Maybe back in Sasau, there'll be an herbalist.
Poppy off the trolley.
There's probably... What is wormwood? See, I love the alchemy in this... I love the alchemy in this game. How it's actual, like, alchemy science, but... I never had enough of the herbs to make anything. I'm gonna eat from the pot. Fucking delish. Oh. Plus, this is the only alchemy station I know of. I don't think you can get your own house. But if I could, I would set up a fucking alchemy workshop. Alright. Well, I'm gonna call it there. That's probably like an hour and a half in length. No, it's just an hour. Alright. Bye, everybody.